Good morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Davenport, Dean of Rockefeller Chapel. I would like to welcome you today for the 72nd Annual Alumni Awards Ceremony. It's a pleasure to have you all in attendance and to welcome our newest honorees. And it's fitting that we gather here in this space, the setting of so many celebratory moments at the University of Chicago. Would you please rise for our 2013 award recipients?
Good morning. I'm Michael Peters. Since 1941, the university community has gathered to honor alumni for their achievements and service to the University of Chicago. As president of the Alumni Board of Governors, I thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday morning to continue this tradition at the 72nd Annual Alumni Awards Ceremony. The Alumni Board of Governors works to represent, engage, and celebrate the university's worldwide alumni. The awards committee of the board had the unique privilege and daunting task of selecting this year's honorees. We hope each of our honorees feel great pride in knowing that the University of Chicago community values their contributions and sees them deserving of this distinction. Today's awardees have made a significant impact in their chosen fields and areas of service and are worthy of our admiration. I'm now pleased to welcome University President Robert J. Zimmer.
Good morning, and I'm very happy to add my welcome to all of you here today. So we're gathered this morning here in Rockefeller Chapel for the annual Alumni Award Ceremony. Of course, a special celebration to honor alumni for individual achievements, contributions to society, and commitment to the University of Chicago and its values. The Alumni Award Ceremony itself is closely tied to the history of the University of Chicago. William Rainey Harper, the university's first president, understood, even in the university's very early days, that it was a complex institution and likely to become more complex over time. He believed that such a university, such a complex university, needed to reaffirm on a regular basis the strength and purpose that come from community, and that it needed to celebrate the unity of spirit of the university as a whole that made it much more than the sum of its constituent parts. Therefore, gatherings of the university community together, such as convocation and today's award ceremony, became key moments of affirmation of the underlying unity of the University of Chicago. Today, we come together to recognize achievement and to recommit ourselves to our highest ideals: the pursuit of scholarship in an environment of open, intense, rigorous inquiry, and a belief in the power of an education immersed in such an environment. Today we celebrate together the outstanding contributions and impact on society of members of our community, and we reaffirm our lifelong commitment and relationships that we all have with the University of Chicago. When the University of Chicago was founded in 1890, there were, of course, no alumni. We now graduate thousands of new alumni a year, and our alumni community is 150,000 around the world. We hope and intend that alumni leave the university with the capacity to analyze diverse situations with care and discipline, and that they go forward and use that ability to succeed and contribute in whatever path it is that they choose. In fact, alumni leave our university and become leaders in every form of human endeavor. Among the award winners today that we recognize are alumni, faculty, and students whose contributions are as diverse as the university that we represent. We recognize professional career accomplishments, public service, service to the university on the part of alumni, outstanding work of our faculty, and outstanding achievements by our students. All of this work reflects the highest aspirations of the University of Chicago. From Harper's time to the time that each of you spent on campus to the present, the university has seen many changes. We will see many more changes in the future. But there has been and will be a crucial constancy as well. That constancy will be the enduring culture of inquiry and intellectual rigor in research and education. It has been and will be manifest in different ways, but the underlying culture and values remain. To sustain that culture requires the effort of those of us on campus, faculty, students, staff, and administration, to foster and renew this culture through our work every day. But it is likewise essential that our alumni around the world remain passionately committed to this culture and help us preserve and enhance it as well. It is only through the combined effort and commitment of faculty, students, staff, administration, alumni, and friends that the university and our future students and our future alumni can achieve our highest aspirations. Through your presence here today, you are expressing your commitment to the University of Chicago. I thank you for all you do for the university, all you will do, as I welcome you again to this 2013 Alumni Awards ceremony.
For the past 72 years, the Alumni Awards have honored extraordinary achievements of the University of Chicago alumni, faculty, and students. From Nobel laureates, Supreme Court justices, filmmakers, scientists, innovators, and those who strive to better society, the alumni awardees are a distinguished and diverse group of individuals.
I'm extremely grateful for this award. Words really can't express my gratitude.
This award is different than, say, the Presidential Medal of Freedom because it really comes from my peers at the university. And it is, I think, an acknowledgement of how important the university has been to me in my life.
Among the ranks of these alumni awardees are Studs Terkel, broadcast radio personality and oral historian, best known for his award-winning stories of common Americans. Mike Nichols, critically acclaimed film and play director, producer, and winner of the Academy Award for directing The Graduate. Bimla Bhuti, plasma physicist and founder of the Plasma Science Society of India. Claudia Dale Golden, economist, author, and professor who examines the American workforce. And Gertrude Himmelfarb, professor and predominant Victorian-era historian.
I just want to continue a legacy of excellence that University of Chicago alumni have started and have been going through.
The whole University of Chicago alumni body I find to be worthy of lots of awe and fascination. I'm filled with this desire to be good enough to feel like I have earned my place at the university.
For the contributions I've made to the university, what I get in return is that tremendous warm feeling of satisfaction.
Today, the University of Chicago joyfully inducts the newest alumni awardees. The outstanding achievements of these alumni, faculty, and students brings immense pride to the University of Chicago.
What would I like to say to this year's award recipients? I'd like to say thank you for the incredible work that you've all done.
It is a motivation for me to keep going.
I'd like to say hearty congratulations. You deserved the award. It's a very competitive field, and I'm sure that you'll treasure your award in coming years as I do mine.
Good morning. My name is Katrina Vidal, and I am chairman of the Alumni Awards Committee and a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Today, our ceremony begins with the presentation of awards for service to the university and with recognition of graduating seniors receiving Howell Murray Alumni Association medals. The service awards honor our alumni who spend countless volunteer hours engaging our alumni community and supporting the student experience on and off campus. They bring life of the mind to life in their alumni communities. The foundation of our alumni community is our student body. On the chancel today are 13 exceptional seniors. These students were nominated and selected to receive the Howell Murray Alumni Association medals for their leadership and service. Amongst them are members of Maroon Key, Phi Beta Kappa, student marshals, athletes, and representatives of more than 50 student organizations that impact campus life and the surrounding community. Howell Murray recipients. This medal honors your accomplishments. It is also a challenge to you. We hope you leave today's ceremony inspired by those with whom you share honors to continue as leaders in your chosen endeavors and in service to the University of Chicago. Students, will you please stand? As the students come forward, we ask that you hold your applause until the last medalist's name is called. Denver Barrows, Nicholas Castleman, Ayesha Crockett, Kimberly Saigon, Abdul Dosunmu, Douglas Everson, Shivani Jain, Malani Kartha, Vicky Peng, Sumaya Said, Julia Sidek, Vasant Subramanian, Jamari White. Please join me in congratulating all of these outstanding seniors.
One more round of applause for our Howell Murray Award winners. My name is Mike Dodge, and I am a 1993 graduate of the college and a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Looking at these soon-to-be graduates, it's hard to believe that it's already been 20 years since I received a Howell Murray Award. Let me warn you guys, it goes by so fast. My experiences as an undergraduate led to my immediate involvement with the Alumni Association. This is a similar story to the two alumni we honor with the Young Alumni Service Award today. The award recognizes outstanding volunteer service to the university since graduation by individuals aged 35 years or younger. The 2013 Young Alumni Service Awards go to Lauren Henry and Evan Trent. Lauren Henry, could you please come forward? One of Lauren's supporters wrote, "She has an infectious energy that cannot fail to move others." This is evidenced by Lauren's long list of key involvements, including the College Class Council, Metcalf Interviewer, and serving as not president of one, but two alumni clubs. In each of her roles, she's made a difference improving processes, bridging gaps, and helping to recruit the best and brightest students. One staff member wrote, "She's an unsung hero of the alumni community, but we are happy to bring her accomplishments to light through the Young Alumni Service Award."
Thank you all so much. I'm really overwhelmed and honored to be standing here today with these amazing people and in front of all of you. I would keep you all here for hours if I tried to thank everybody who came to mind when I made a list. So I'm going to keep it short, but make a few special thank yous. First to the Alumni Board of Governors for this wonderful award, but also for serving as such an amazing example to me as I look for ways to engage with the university community. And then to the alumni community, particularly my fellow volunteers. You all make it worth it. I do what I do so I can hang out with you. So thank you for being amazing, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my Pittsburgh Alumni Club Board, Marissa, Chrissy, and Steve. They took my wish list and made it something better than I ever thought it could be. So a special thanks to them. To the alumni relations staff, who are fabulous, and I would make their lives a lot harder by going over if I tried to name them all. So just know that I appreciate you all, especially my regional programs team, Sarah, and Lauren. They get my late night emails, the really random ones, and they love me anyways. And they make it so I'm always working with friends. To my family for being here today, and just being generally amazing. To my parents for leaving me down the street in the fall of 2001 and actually letting me stay. And to Mason for loving a big sister who thinks that Chicago sweatshirts and books are better gifts than video games. And finally to my husband, Ryan. Okay, this is not good. He's been to more alumni events than any normal person should. And Chicago has given me so much, my job and friends and a degree in this award, but they're all a really distant second to him. So thank you all, and happy Alumni Weekend.
Evan Trent, could you please come forward? Students, faculty, and staff can tell you that Evan is a popular and well-respected fixture on campus. His enthusiasm for his alma mater brings him back to campus often, where he's seen supporting students by attending performances, leading career-related workshops, or one-on-one mentoring sessions. Evan has worked tirelessly to ensure that students have the opportunities and resources to develop the skills necessary to achieve post-college success by helping to develop the UChicago Careers in Business and UChicago Careers in Arts programs at Career Advancement. We are proud to present Evan with the Young Alumni Service Award.
I think the challenge of trying to make remarks on an occasion such as this was probably best captured by Supreme Court Justice Frankfurter, who once said that gratitude is one of the least articulate of human emotions, especially when it is deep. And certainly I'm deeply grateful to the Alumni Board of Governors for this award, of course, to the faculty who supported and encouraged and guided me through my studies here, to the many alumni who have taken me under their wing over the years, and of course to the university for admitting me to this extraordinary community. I'm also very grateful for the many friends that I've made in my time at the college, at Booth, and of course in the course of working with students and alumni as a mentor. The one thing I would say is that while originally I was motivated by this sense of gratitude, I discovered what many of you probably learned long ago, which is that service to the university is really its own reward. And so to those of you who have not yet learned this, I would ask that you explore the ways you can discover these rewards for yourselves. Thank you.
Our two Alumni Service Award winners are being honored for their outstanding service to the university. Nancy Parra and Reuben Sandler have found ways to make a meaningful and lasting impact to ensure the welfare of the institution they are both proud to call their alma mater. Nancy Parra, would you please come forward? Nancy has been the driving force behind Houston's alumni group, which saw a marked increase in attendance and a diverse range of programming under her leadership in the last decade. She has also helped set fundraising goals while on the Humanities Visiting Committee and helped to initiate the Alumni Board of Governors Externship Program, which is still thriving today. As shared in her nomination, Nancy exemplifies the spirit of volunteer commitment, and she embodies the love of learning associated with the University of Chicago, which is why we're honoring her with an Alumni Service Award today.
I want to say that I'm very honored to receive the Alumni Service Award Medal award this year. It means a great deal to me. I have truly enjoyed the volunteer work I've done for the university. I've made many friends along the way, many great volunteers, faculty and staff, and it has been a great deal to me to give back to the university some portion of what it has done for me and enabled me to do. Thank you so much for the award.
Hello, my name is Jeff Schwimmer, and I'm a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Reuben Sandler, would you please come forward? Reuben's innovative and strategic thinking around philanthropy helped raise nearly $9 million for the Physical Sciences Division. His business expertise translates into the work he does in cultivating relationships and establishing new approaches to innovation. Robert Pfefferman, Dean of the Physical Sciences Division, calls Reuben a rare and welcome breed. He is an inspiration to those who didn't think the type of fundraising that he has accomplished could be done. Today, we are honored to thank Reuben with an Alumni Service Award.
I will stay within my 30 seconds. I only have three things to say. One is to thank the Alumni Board of Governors and the Awards Committee. It's an honor. The second is that I'm really overawed by the people that I'm up here on the stage with. It's an amazing group, and I'm honored to be here as well. And the third thing, I repeat something Evan said, the service is its own reward. And I'm really pleased to be able to keep getting back from the university. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Karen Kapner-Hyman. I'm a member of the Alumni Board of Governors and entering my 6th year of service on its award committee. Eva Fischel-Lichtenberg, would you please come forward? Our honoree, Eva Fischel-Lichtenberg, embodies the unsurpassed humanity, service, and generosity that the Alumni Service Medal represents. As a young child, forced into a harrowing flight for freedom from Nazi persecution, Eva began a new life with the university's assistance, beginning in the lab school, then earning her undergraduate and 2 graduate degrees from the university. She has repaid that debt to become a benefactor in nearly every aspect of university life, from attending and leading every class reunion since 1952 to creating the Hutchins Memorial Fund. She has served on several visiting committees, including the music department and the humanities division, and 2 terms on our Alumni Board of Governors. A grateful recipient of a university scholarship herself, Eva and her late husband, Leo, endowed a scholarship for students in the 1980s. Our 2011 Alumni Service Medalist, Chuck Schilke, recognized her as a kindred spirit in the love for Chicago and concern for its students, for its alumni, and for the long-term institutional future, who exudes Chicago-ness. Our words just begin to highlight a small measure of Eva's extraordinary service and thoroughgoing Chicago-ness. We are deeply honored to present her with the Alumni Service Medal.
I'm deeply touched and very grateful, overwhelmed with thanks to the University of Chicago and the Alumni Board of Governors. This award means a great deal for me. I've always been passionate about the university and sing its praises everywhere. Friends tell me I wave the flag for the university all the time. I'm especially grateful for the Hutchins College, which provided the most wonderful liberal education, valuable throughout life, and which was a transformative experience. And as you heard, the scholarship, a full scholarship, which began in high school and lasted all through my graduate training, enabled me to come here and take advantage of the wonders of the university. I should also thank, along the way, the volunteers who collaborated with me, because this was never a one-person solo job. It was always a team effort, and I'm grateful to all the people who worked with me on the various projects, which were very enjoyable, because as you've heard, volunteering, being an active alum, is a very rewarding experience personally. It enables one to remain engaged with the university and with the friends that one has made there, and some of the faculty as well. My final word, in the brief time allotted to me, is to say that this is not a retirement award. It's not the proverbial golden watch and now I go in the sunset. I plan to continue being as active as I have been, and in fact have made a lot of plans in the coming academic year to do so.
The Public Service Award honors those who have contributed to building a better society through leadership and service. Through diverse experiences, this award recognizes those whose achievements have expanded the ideas of what is possible. We award the 2013 Public Service Awards to 3 individuals making a difference across the United States and around the globe.
Hello, I'm Ginny Cristerna, and I'm a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Sandeep Ahuja, would you please step forward? Sandeep co-founded Operation Asha to address the global pandemic of tuberculosis affecting those at poverty level. He worked fearlessly in his native India, where TB remains accompanied by more stigmas than HIV. Sandeep strives to eliminate the stigma through education and harness his business acumen to provide cost-effective treatments and services in not only India, but a growing number of developing countries. We are happy to present Sandeep the Public Service Award for the pride that he brings to the university through his work and his willingness to share his ideas.
Thank you so much. I'm so overwhelmed that I'm going to read out. I don't think I'll be able to say these words without looking at the notes. This recognition is undoubtedly the biggest of my life. It shall never be matched. It shall never be exceeded. This award gives me the strength to move forward from where Operation Asha is today, serving 6 million people in India, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Uganda. I hope that this award will lead us to better times when we'll be able to change this small, modest achievement into a revolution and change the way not just health services, but high-quality products are delivered to the bottom of the pyramid at an affordable price. My ultimate dream is to make sure that nobody sleeps hungry. And I can assure you, there are enough resources in the world and enough technology available to achieve that. I take this award as a token of your support from the university, from the faculty, from all the guests here up on the dais, all of you, students, and the alumni across the world, that we shall fulfill this dream within my lifetime. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Grzina Chris Keeley, member of the Alumni Board of Governors and co-chair of the Awards Committee. Larry Liss, would you please step forward? Larry Liss has an abiding belief that education in America can be fun as well as life-changing. As a student athlete at the university, Larry honed his leadership and team skills as captain and player on the university's basketball team. At the same time, establishing his own academic grounding. Larry then went on to creatively blend the two experiences. He helped develop a learning approach for kids, grades 4 through 12, which applies the principles of sports competition to the rigors of academic subjects such as social studies, language arts, problem solving, and logic, leading to an annual tournament on the national level. The program subsequently became the Academic Games League of America, a not-for-profit organization. Today, we join the over 100,000 teachers, students, and parents in recognizing Larry's work of over 40 years, helping kids develop their thinking skills and their life skills and having fun in the process. Please join me in congratulating Larry.
As I think back in what the university did for me during the times I was there, I think of three things. The first thing was excellence. Now, we all came to this school and we were pretty good students, but as soon as we began taking courses, we realized that wasn't good enough to be here. Every one of our instructors, in fact, the whole atmosphere of this university was going to challenge us to be excellent. I never forgot that. The second part about it was the incredible diversity of the university. At that time, we were fewer than 2,000 collegians, but we were surrounded by about 8,000 graduate students and professional students. And they were from everywhere in the world, as you've seen right here today. And what happened is I began to learn from these folks and meet them. I realized it wasn't where they were from, what they looked like, even the way they spoke. It was who they were that was important. That was a crucial life lesson for me, which I carried forward. And the third one was a sense of selflessness, a part of being more than who you were. And that I learned in two strange ways from the university. Probably no one's going to mention those. One was my fraternity, Psi U, and we met with about 40 guys over the 4 years that we were here, and we learned together, we struggled together, we learned to mentor one another, learn from the older guys and then pass it along to the younger ones. A whole thing about being more than who you are. And the second one was, as was mentioned, our athletic program. We had an enviable record in the 4 years that I was here. 3 of my classmates, 3 of my teammates are in the University Athletic Hall of Fame. 2 of them are here today. A couple of us established records that still 50 years later are in the top thing. But it wasn't what we did as individuals. That's what we learned, our group learned. It wasn't what we did as individuals, it's what we could do as a team. And when we played together, worked together, we sometimes achieved not just goodness, but greatness. And we learned a real important lesson. I learned a real important lesson, and I think we all did. And that is, it can't be just about me. It always has to be about us. That was probably the most important life lesson that I learned here at the university, and one that's carried me throughout. So the faculty here, my classmates, my teammates, they all were a part of grooming me, both as a person and then ultimately as the leader I became. And I accept this honor on behalf of all of them. So thank you very much.
Paul Yingling, will you please step forward? Retired Army Colonel Paul Yingling was the first member of his family to attend college and quickly rose through the ranks of through the ranks of the United States Army. He was one of the first Army officers to implement a successful counterinsurgency strategy, and with true UChicago rigor and at great risk to his military career, Colonel Yingling challenged military leaders through his teachings steeped in analysis and solution-based problem solving. Retired Lieutenant Colonel John A. Nagel shared that Paul was the very best representative of the University of Chicago, who perfectly blended intellect and tactical skill. We honor Paul not only for his service to his country, but also for his courageous drive to produce truly thoughtful leaders.
A Chicago education is powerful medicine, but I feel as if it should come with a warning label. This experience empowers us to think critically about the questions that make us human and to create a better world than the one that we found. Side effects include a compulsion to speak truth to power. Extreme cases involve unpopularity and periodic threats of unemployment and imprisonment. I hope that I've lived up to this tradition. I'm so very honored to be included among this group of distinguished alumni who've put their education to work to create a better world than the one that they found. Thank you.
Today we honor 3 alumni with the Professional Achievement Award, who have distinguished careers and added significantly to the advancement of their fields. The honorees are Augustine Karstens, Alexander Seropian, and Nate Silver.
My name is Robert Darkhausen. I'm a member of the Awards Committee of the Alumni Board of Governors. Governor Karstens, would you please come forward? Augustine Carstens is one of the most respected voices in the world of international finance. Governor Carstens has held high-ranking positions at the International Monetary Fund and for 3 years was the Minister of Finance in Mexico. In his current position as governor of the Bank of Mexico, he is one of the most respected and influential central bankers in the world. We recognize Governor Carstens today for his many achievements.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank the Board of Governors of the Alumni Association for granting me this award. This is an extra bonus that I never expected from the university. The main award I obtained was my education, an education that has been extremely useful to tackle the problems I have been facing. I think that the economics is not a precise science, so basically what you need is to have a very rigorous applications of principles, and principles that I basically learned here. Also, many of my professors taught me that it's very important to refine your common sense. Economics, at the end of the day, is something we all experience on a day-to-day basis, even in human relations, and to have that refined common sense is what makes a good economist. At the same time, I got also a very important award here, and that was my wife. So I doubly also very, very grateful about that. Thank you very much.
Alexander Seropian, would you please come forward? Good morning, my name is Tasneem Goodman, and I am a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Alex built his career from a small company called Bungie that he created in his dorm room with fellow classmate Jason Jones. Together, they created Halo, one of the most successful video games, grossing $2 billion worldwide. One supporter states that his work created an incredibly vibrant community, offered early technical contributions to the gaming industry, and showed the influence of the university itself. We congratulate Alex with a Professional Achievement Award for his incredible body of work that has made a deep impression on the gaming industry.
Well, last time I was up here, I was getting married. So I can safely say this is the second coolest thing to happen to me up here. But I would very much like to thank the university for opening my eyes to the world, the opportunities it contains, and the perspectives that it also contains. It was within this community that I started my first company. Bungie was in this community that I met my wife, Laura. And I'm very thankful for that, to come back here after a couple of decades and be recognized for my exploits since leaving is quite a thrill. Thank you very much.
Nate Silver, will you please come forward? Nate became a household name through his perfect and nearly perfect predictions of every state for the 2012 and 2008 presidential elections, highlighting the use of University of Chicago critical reasoning and statistical analysis. Once a writer for the Chicago Maroon, his latest book, The Signal and the Noise, Why So Many Predictions Fail But Some Don't, was a New York Times bestseller. As noted in a recent article, his data-driven work has the potential to shape society and answer some of our biggest problems. We recognize Nate for his contributions as a public statistician.
Boy, it's a real honor. It's really humbling to be here today. So thank you to the Alumni Association and the university community. It kind of seems when you look out in the world today and look behind me on stage, see all the success that U of Cers are having in the world is like the nerds are taking over, basically. But remember, there are two definitions of nerd. There's kind of the cafeteria put-down version, someone with glasses and a pocket protector and so forth, right? And I'll kind of take the fifth on whether that applies to U of Cers or not, but there's also this definition of a nerd as someone who's intensely interested in a particular intellectual subject. And that does, I think, describe U of Cers. We're very intense about almost everything we do, and that's why I think we distinguish ourselves. You can't be half-assed, pardon my French, in a world of 7 billion people and hope to really make all that much of a difference. So stay intense, not to the exclusion of everything else in your life. You know, I'm going to the Blackhawks game tonight, trying to have some fun. But keep being nerdy, keep being yourselves. And again, thank you guys very much.
The Norman Maclean Faculty Award carries the name of a beloved English professor who came to the University of Chicago for graduate school and remained here for the remainder of his professional career. This award recognizes outstanding contributions to teaching and to student life at the university by senior faculty members. Today we honor two professors who have each left an indelible mark on the students who have had the privilege of learning with them.
Good morning. My name is Max Lightman, and I'm a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Professor Harry Davis, would you please come forward? Professor Davis has transformed the Booth student experience from the classroom and from the dean's office. He developed the first MBA leadership program of its kind and novel experiential learning classes. He is renowned for his unorthodox approach of blending business analytics with literature and the arts. Calling him a business humanist, one former student described Harry's impact with a metaphor. To say that he creates a ripple effect does not do him justice. It's almost as if the pebble had the ability to encourage, direct, and challenge the waves it creates long after it has dropped into the water. Celebrating his 50th year on the faculty, Professor Davis remains a mentor and a friend to innumerable students. We are pleased to honor him and present him with the Norman Maclean Faculty Award.
Thank you, Max. I'm only here for one reason, because this university has brought to my classroom and to my office just an incredible set of interesting students for 50 years. Students that ask tough questions, who aren't satisfied with simple answers, who alternate between seriousness and playfulness, curious, and also hardworking. On an occasion like this, I find myself thinking about a very interesting book and a short story by a horseman in a small village in England. He was reflecting on his life. He was 81 years old. And he said, "We all sang. The chapel was filled with singing, always singing. I have had pleasure enough. I have had singing." And that's the way I feel about this university and the experience that I've had here. Those words are better than any words that I could make up myself. So I want to thank everyone, particularly the alumni who made this possible.
Good morning. My name is Herb Kaplan, AB 1952, and a member of the Alumni Board of Governors. Professor Marvin Zonas, would you step forward, please? Professor Zonas has taught and inspired students in many divisions of the university, from the college to the Booth School of Business. Former students write about his remarkable ability to simultaneously engage, enliven, and enlighten his classes and make them unforgettable. They attribute their success to what they have learned from him. There exists a loyal network of his former students around the world who are alumni, delight in maintaining continuing professional and social contacts with him. Outstanding teachers produce such high-achieving students and help make the University of Chicago the great teaching institution that it is. Today, we recognize Professor Marvin Zonas with the Norman Maclean Faculty Award for being the untiring mentor and exemplary professor that he is.
President Zimmer, fellow honorees, ladies and gentlemen, it is said that Rockefeller Chapel is never closed. This has led to the belief that more souls have been created here than have ever been saved. I'm not sure that that's actually true, but I do know something that is true about creating, and that is that no place is better than the University of Chicago at creating critical minds. That's why I love the University of Chicago. That's why I have devoted my professional life to it and to its students. And that's why I would like to leave you with these two thoughts. Get the facts and keep thinking. Thank you. Congratulations.
My name is Judith Stein, and I am a member of the Awards Committee of the Alumni Board of Governors. Professor James Cronin, would you please come forward? The Alumni Medal is the highest honor granted to an alumnus by the Alumni Association. It recognizes achievement of an exceptional nature in any field covering an entire lifetime. Professor James Cronin's extraordinary contributions would cover 2 lifetimes. As a teacher and scientist, he continues to inspire us all with his passion, his generosity, and his dedication to exploring the boundaries of knowledge. His many accomplishments, including sharing the Nobel Prize in Physics for the discovery of CP violation, which changed fundamental science forever, having opened an entirely new research direction for particle physics that has been pursued by thousands of physicists. During his tenure at the Fermi National Accelerator Lab, he brought younger colleagues to Chicago to build what was arguably the best particle physics group in the world, a group whose work helped lead to the recent discovery of the Higgs boson. In the late 1980s, Professor Cronin did something that is particularly valued at UChicago. He changed fields. Over 2 decades, he has developed a large, completely international collaboration to build a vast new cosmic ray experiment called the Auger Observatory in Chile. As with all of Professor Cronin's experiments, Auger has produced the definitive measurements in the field. Professor Cronin has also dedicated his extraordinary energy to students at the University of Chicago as evidenced by his receipt of the Quantrell Prize for undergraduate teaching. As one colleague noted, his vision continues to inspire the next generation. In recognition of his remarkable achievements, his friends recently established the James Watson Cronin Graduate Student Fellowship, an endowed fund that will support many future generations of talented students in astronomy and astrophysics. It is both a pleasure and an honor to present the Alumni Medal to James Watson Cronin.
Wow, what an introduction. They surely are talking about somebody else. It cannot be that. And I also note that I want to thank my family, extended family over the years for giving me the kind of encouragement and support to get up every day and try to do a little bit of science. But I also note some of the past recipients of this medal are quite distinguished people. I see Louis Alvarez, a former colleague in physics, Janet Raleigh, of course, John Paul Stevens, Susan Sontag. What a group to follow. But it could go to your head. And I think this is very dangerous because one day I'll be speaking somewhere and somebody will say, "You're no Susan Sontag." And so my association with the university goes back to my very origin. In September 1931, I was born in one of those railroad apartments on 61st Street near Woodland Avenue, just right over there. At that time, my father was a graduate student at the university studying classical languages. The title of his thesis was The Athenian Jury in Action, a far cry from the racier and more interesting subjects of the present-day theses in the classics. In the depth of the Great Depression, my father finally found a permanent position at Southern Methodist University in 1939. I grew up in Dallas, Texas, attended the public schools, and SMU as an undergraduate. There, I majored in physics and mathematics, interests which emerged naturally without any role model. I applied to graduate study in physics to all universities with strong graduate programs in physics. These included Harvard, MIT, Princeton, Chicago, Caltech, and Berkeley. I was accepted all of them, but only Chicago offered the financial support that I needed. Thus, I encountered the University of Chicago for the second time. My experience with SMU was positive. The physics program there was very weak, but what I consider the most important task of an undergraduate education, humanities, was excellent, and I savored all the courses in literature, languages, and philosophy. So it did not matter that the physics was not up to snuff. With hard work, I was able to make up the missing background when I arrived at Chicago. Was it a stroke of luck that I was invited to Chicago, or did they just see some promise in me? I'll never know. I registered on my 20th birthday in September 1951. At that time, the physics department was the strongest in the world. The intellectual leader was Enrico Fermi. Among the faculty were Marvin Goldberger, Gregor Wenzel, Maria Mayer, Edward Teller, Richard Garwin, Murray Gell-Mann, Ed Adams, Sam Allison, Subramanian Chandrasekhar, and Valentine Telegdi. Two distinguished chemists, Harold Urey and Willard Libby, were close to the physicists. 6 of this group had been awarded or were to be awarded Nobel Prizes. Some 6 students of this period were subsequently awarded Nobel Prizes. But even as impressive as the faculty was the quality of the students. The passion of the outstanding physics faculty was transmitted effectively to the students. This time, a few years after the Second World War, became the golden age of physics, and I had courses for most of the professors. One learned all the important physics problems from the very ones who were in the course of solving them. I realized that I had the opportunity to be more than a musty physics professor in some place in the Midwest. I had the opportunity to participate in the great adventure and had unexpected success. As my accomplishments have been mentioned in the introduction, I will not dwell on them. I spent 3 years as a postdoc at Brookhaven National Laboratory, some 12 years as professor of physics at Princeton University, and in 1971 returned to the University of Chicago. It was my pleasure to return to my graduate alma mater and perform experiments at the new accelerator at the Fermi Laboratory. Later, when I changed my research field to cosmic rays, my colleagues encouraged and supported me. For my academic duties, I enjoyed teaching the graduate and undergraduate laboratories. I believed that many students could learn physics much better from an analysis of a well-done experiment than from a textbook. Many of the students in these labs have gone on to outstanding careers. I would like to return to the subject of which I spoke briefly before. I have always believed that the core of the undergraduate program of any great university should be the humanities. I had the great fortune to learn how to perform decent physics from Enrico Fermi and his colleagues. I had the misfortune to miss the undergraduate program at Chicago. But over the years, I have had the occasion to know well, or perhaps only vicariously, some great colleagues. Among these were Ned Rosenheim, Dick Stern, Ted Cohen, David Bevington, Martin Marty, William McNeil, William Julius Wilson, Francois Meltzer, Karl Weintraub, and Gerhard Kasper. They have made my years at Chicago all the richer, and I would envy any Chicago undergraduate who had the opportunity to study with them. Now, to finish, I worry about the move in the country to make education more efficient, to use the internet effectively. Is there a risk of losing what I consider the most important goal of the university? I am bothered by the emphasis on math and science, as if this is the most important part of education. I'm no expert on this subject, but I worry with the calculus of efficiency, we will lose what I consider the most important goal of a university education, the creation of an influential population who can think and reason and face the problems that lie ahead with intelligence. Thank you.
Along with all of the Alumni Board of Governors who helped to present awards today, I would like to thank you for joining us for this special occasion. I invite you to continue the celebration at the Alumni and Friends Barbecue at Ratner Athletic Center and encourage you to take part in the many activities taking place this afternoon as part of Alumni Weekend. I hope that you share the stories of the remarkable honorees that you have heard here today. These individuals share the foundation of pursuing transformative ideas with rigor and intense inquiry. They embody the spirit of our motto, let knowledge grow from more to more, and so be human life enriched. On behalf of the University of Chicago Alumni Association, thank you and congratulations once again to our 2013 Alumni Award recipients and student medalists.